Extreme Rules is the next pay-per-view coming up on the WWE Network. We love Extreme Rules because of the stipulation matches. So I'm here to ask the crew, what is your favorite stipulation match over the years and why? Go.
I'm going to say a Hog Pen match. I think the first one was Triple H and Henry O. Godwin. But if I'm not mistaken, there was one between Vicky Guerrero and Santina Marella in 2000-something, 9?
I think I remember something about that, yeah.
So for those of you who don't know what a hog pen match is, there is a pen of hogs slightly away from the ring, and you have to throw your opponent into the hogs and hog stuff.
Yeah, the slop.
Into the slop.
Yeah. I remember my sister, Santino's sister, Santina, complaining about the shower after and getting all the slop out of her ears and from between her toes, etc.
Yeah, and if I can, that very first hog pen match between Triple H and Henry O. Godwin, when they delivered the hogs to the arena, we didn't know where to put them at first, but Owen Hart, the late great Owen Hart, the greatest ribber of all time, happened to be there and said, "Hey, follow me. I know where to put them." So he directed all the hogs into Vince's office when they were at the production meeting. Vince came back, was not impressed, came out of the door screaming. He knew right away, Owen, but he was kind of laughing at the same time.
You got to laugh at that one. That's a good one.
You have to.
My favorite stipulation match that I was in, and it's actually one of my favorite matches, period. It's a top, I don't know, 5 or 10, whatever, was a blindfold match I had with Drew McIntyre. That it was excellent. Of course, I had a little advice and input from some people with more experience, and whatever they told me to do, and I implemented it, and it worked perfectly. And the crowd, if you watch it back, crowd is just all smiles.
That's fun. I still remember the one with Jake Roberts and was it Rude?
Jake and Martel.
Martel, yes.
Martel.
Yes, when they were, that was a lot of fun. But for me, my favorite stipulation match actually doesn't involve any outside objects or anything, is the Iron Man match, because it's one of those matches where it has a time limit of 30 minutes, 60 minutes. It's an actual wrestling match where most falls in that time limit determines the winner. And of course, you go back to WrestleMania 12, to me, the greatest Iron Man match of all time, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels.
Oh, man.
Went to a 1-hour time limit draw and went into sudden death overtime. First fall wins. I thought classic match that had all the elements of what, basically
you can use that match as an educational resource if you are an up and coming or aspiring professional wrestler. That match was incredible.
Yeah, and it just goes to show that old school still works in new school times.
For me, ladder matches aren't necessarily my favorite, but the ladder match between Jeff Hardy and Edge back in 2009, man, you got like two of the best superstars in the industry in terms of that stipulation, going at it for what? That was like a solid 20-minute match. There's the chemistry between those two superstars, the skill level, the way it ended with CM Punk, how invested the crowd was the entire time. I feel like that one will go down in the history books too. So that's my pick.
Yeah, that's a great pick because of the history there, especially if you include Edge and Christian, Jeff and Matt, and the Hardys, the Dudleys, the Dudley boys.
I was just going to say, we've done all this and not mentioned the famous TLC match where Edge speared Jeff Hardy in midair. I mean, I like a hog pen match because it's bananas, but that kind of thing is over the top.
I got to tell you, watching that from right there at ringside and watching them land, the first thing that went through my mind was, OMG. Like, incredible.
I also like ladder matches because I also like to see you always think someone's about to get to the top and something crazy happens. You know what I mean? So like Edge getting stuck in the ladder. I don't know. I always love that because it's never going to happen. There's always going to be they're going to exhaust every way, to not get to the top of the ladder. So I love that about ladder matches.
The tease is almost better than the actual execution of the move.
Exactly.
I still remember was Money in the Bank a few years ago when R-Truth was actually in the match, and he came out and said, "I'll climb that ladder because I'm not afraid of heights. But if I see one spider on that ladder, I'm out of here."
Tremendous.
Never forget that.
I love it.
All right, Aftermath TV fans, let us know what your favorite stipulation match is, and stay tuned on Sportsnet YouTube because we're posting a lot of fun content, and we want to hear from you. So tweet us using the hashtag AskAftermath. Thanks so much.